Hello everyone, welcome in my channel ASP.NET Core. Today I am going to show you getting started of Signal R. So just create a new project, that is the Signal R tutorial. And first of all, I am going to show you what is Signal R. Signal R in ASP.NET Core, Signal R is an open source library that simplifies adding real-time web functionalities to apps. Real-time web functionalities enables server-side code to push content to the client instantly without any refresh and without any request. So that is the Signal R. And if you want to add Signal R in your application, so first of all add a client-side library by using this. You can see in the video section, and in the library section you have to add Microsoft.SignalR and select a radio button, that is choose specific files. And in the files we have only select two files, that is signalr.js and signalr.mean.js, only two files. Also change the path name, www root folder, lib, and inside the signalr. Okay, so just brief introduction about the Signal R. Actually Signal R uses transports, that is WebSockets. Based on the WebSockets, server sent events and long pollings. You can design anything by using Signal R. So that type of application you have to design, like apps and require high frequency updates, like gaming, social networking, voting, oceans, maps, and GPS apps you have to design by using Signal R. So that is the Signal R library. You have to see in lib folder, and libman.json file show the path where the Signal R.js file exists. Okay, so you can design high frequency apps like gaming, networking, etc. Dashboard and monitoring apps also design, that is sales update, travel alerts, etc. Collaborative apps also design like team meeting, etc. And the social networking websites, chat, games, travel alerts, and many others. Frequently instant notification you have to design it in the by using Signal R. So to test the application in the by using Signal R, you have to add two new controller in the application, that is the server controller and the second one controller is client controller. In the server controller, other name is client controller. So processing is done, and open startup.cs file, add a reference of Signal R, that is services.addSignalR method. And after that you have to design hub folders. So first of all add a new directory, and the name of the directory is hubs. And in the hubs directory you have to add class, that is the notification hub, and inside that notification hub is inherited from the hubs hub class. Okay, and notification hub hold only single method. You have to design many others. So public async task send messages, that method used by the server to send message to the clients. And use, if you want to send messages to the all clients, so you can use clients.all.send async, and inside in the send async method you can define a parameter name, that is the type of the string which is used by the client to receive the message. So the receive msg is the name of the method to use client to accept the message. Okay, so in the startup.cs file add a reference in the by using endpoints. So endpoints.maphub, and the map hub is the notification hub, is that the class name, and that is the connection with URL connection. So any name you have to add in the square brackets, in the double quotations. That name will be used in the during creating connections. So in the model class you have to design a new class, that is notification message and notification also you have to take. So just I am going to brief introduction about the hubs. SignalR uses hubs to communicate between clients and server. A hub is a high level pipeline that allow a client and server to call method on each others. SignalR handles the dispatching across machine boundaries automatically, allowing clients to call method on server and vice versa. You can pass a strongly typed parameter to methods, which enables model binding. Okay, so class is created, and in the server controller we have a index action method with the views generated. Okay, that is the HTTP GET method. When we click on the submit button, then post method will be called of the index action method, and in which method we want to send messages to all the clients. So you can use iHub context, and in the iHub context interface you have to add a notification hub. So add private read only iHub context, and in which you can pass the class name of the hub, which is inside in the hubs folder, that is notification hub, and the variable name is notification hub. Okay, and initialize in the constructor. So this is the first video tutorial of to send messages to the all clients, and in the later session I will cover all these things related to the client server SignalR. Okay, so use underscore notification hub dot clients dot all dot send async, and in which you can pass the method name actually, which is that method used by the client. So the hubs folder, just comment it, there is no use actually, just pass that message via post method. So notification hub dot clients dot all send async, here you can send message to all clients, that is messages from notification class. Okay, so the server task is completed. Now just come to the client task, and client receive those messages without any refresh and without any request. You can say that is the push notification. So script src lib SignalR dist browser. So first of all, add a SignalR library in the index.cs HTML file, and add a new JavaScript file under the JS folder, that is client notification.js file. Okay, and in which you can create first of all connections and use strict in double quotations. Variable connection equals to new SignalR dot hub, new SignalR dot hub connection builder, in which you can pass and dot with URL, and the URL name is here, that name is startup.cs file. Just open, and that is the name, just copy and paste in the connection. Okay, so dot build. Okay, so, the first of all start the connection by using connection.start method, and after that you have to receive all these messages which is passed by the server. So you can use that name of the message, receive MSC, connection.on receive MSC function, and the parameter which is passed by the server, that is only one parameter in the form of the string, so MSG. and I want to use li, where so list of messages you have to got by the server. So use li and append into the child in the client form. Okay, variable li document dot create element li, and append that li also. First of all, content, text content, li dot text content equals to msg, and append that li into the ul tag and ol tag that is created in the index.cshtml file. Document dot get element by id dot append child, that is a li, and open just index.cshtml file of the client section, where message msg list in the ul tag, just paste it here. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video, and keep watching the results of the when server passed any messages to the clients, to all clients. That is the web browser. Client is the web browser. So that is the client, and that is the server. Hubs.hello clients. Here there is. How are you? Thank you very much for watching this video.